Okay, what's going on, everybody? Hello. Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? Excuse me. I should probably clear my throat before I start. Welcome. Welcome to my final consecutive day of full-time streaming before my day off tomorrow. Welcome to a fun day. Should be a good variety of stuff today. And we got new stuff going on today, which I'd like to make you all aware of. So let's talk a little bit, all right? So first of all, I actually feel pretty good today. I'm still a little gunked up from the cold, but I actually feel, like, better. When I woke up today, I actually had a lot of energy. I was like, holy crap, like, I must have slept, like, nice and soundly and didn't have many issues because I woke up and I was like, oh, I actually feel pretty good. I was, like, energetic, ready to get to the streams, feeling good. So that's a good thing. I still have a little bit of congestion and a little bit of stuff in my throat, but for the most part, I'd say any of the major annoying-ass symptoms of the cold are over, which is great, right? Today, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got a little bit of new fan art added to the streams, okay? So thanks to the people who submitted fan art, appreciate that. We got new animations added to the stream, okay? This is pretty big, although I don't know how this is going to work because I've never done this before. All right, so listen up. We have new animations on the stream in regards to both subscriptions and tips, okay? So first of all, in regards to subscriptions, I now have custom animations for the following. Standard sub, 1 month resub, 3 month resub, 6 month resub, 12 month resub, and then we got 2 years, 3 years, and 4 years, as well as an Amazon Prime resub. Okay, so if you do any of those things, any of those levels of subscription, you should see a custom animation play on the stream, and it'll be dependent on what kind of a sub you're doing, a first-time sub or a resub of one of those levels. You should see one of those on stream. Now, I've tested these. I don't know if they're going to trigger properly or whatever. I'm curious to see what happens today when people subscribe or resubscribe. Like, what animation pops up for them. But these are pretty neat. That we've got different levels of animation now to kind of customize your level of subscription. Okay? So if you're going to resub today, give it a look. Let's see what happens. Okay? Now, in addition to that, starting today, we have 3 levels of tip animations. Okay? 3 levels. So if you tip $5, you're going to get the standard tips animation that we used to do. It's the Fry animation from Futurama. If you tip, oh, here we go. Look at that. A 28-month resub. Look at that. Custom animation. Oh, that's beautiful, man. That worked out really well. So that was because Haseo X4 just resub for 28 months, 30 total. That would have been the 2-year resub animation. Did you guys see that? Pretty neat. So yeah, it's going to be customized per what level of sub you are, which is pretty sweet. Okay. Pretty nice, right? All right. But now, in addition, let's go back to what we were talking about. We have new tipping animations. $5 animation is the same animation that it used to be. It's Philip J. Fry from Futurama. The $10 animation. There's a new $10 tips animation. And this one is the return of Deathface. Some of you have no idea who Deathface is, and that's fine. But for those of you who are longtime viewers and fans, Deathface returns to my content today if you tip $10 or more. All right? And then at the $20 tip threshold, if you tip $20 or more, there's the massive tip animation that we saw play a couple times yesterday. All right? Fair enough? So good stuff. So we have, like, seriously, like 10 levels of sub animation or something crazy like that. And then we've got 3 levels of tip animations that have all been loaded here into my Streamlabs, ready to go. Okay? So, let's see how they work today. Let's see if people enjoy them. I hope you guys do. Now, obviously, this opens up potential for all kinds of stuff. Imagine having different animation levels for every level of cheering as well. You know, we start off animations at 100 bits for cheering, but imagine if we could have customized cheering animations, right? That would be pretty neat. Customized cheering animations for different levels. Maybe we could do like 100 bits, 200 bits, 500 bits, 1,000 bits, you know, and up. Like maybe every level there, you get a different animation saying thanks for the cheer, right? I think that could be pretty cool. Pretty nice. In addition, I think there could be some silly stuff. Like imagine if someone either cheers 420 bits or gives a $4.20 tip. We could do a 420 Blaze It animation just to be stupid. Or 666 animation, like 666 bits or $6.66. You could do like a devil animation or something. See? So I'm liking this idea. I think this makes it more engaging, more interactive to have those fun animations. But, you know, I don't have the ability to make said animations. FYI, it's really dependent on the fans. And just FYI, big shout out to the person who made all these animations, these new ones. Well, first of all, it was actually Mora Moria. Excuse me. Mora Moria made the $10 tip animation for me. But another person made all the sub animations and the massive tip animation. And I don't know if they want to be called out or not. They haven't told me yet if they want to get credit for it or not. So I'm not going to say anything until they tell me otherwise. But thank you to people who've been working on these animations for me. Obviously, this helps the streams. It makes it feel fresh and fun and different and new. Anytime we get new fan art or we get something new added to the stream, it ends up being pretty neat. So thank you guys for that. And, you know, hey, like I said, I'm open to adding all kinds of new animations for all kinds of customized stuff if people want to work on them. Okay? So there you go. Pretty nice. And again, thanks everyone for contributing to begin with, because that's how the animations pop up. Okay? Pretty nice. All right. So, let's talk, guys. Let's talk about what's going on today and what's going on this week and what's going on, you know, for a while here. First of all, if you look at that, it looks like there's, for those of you who have Penne points saved up, okay, you can use your Penne points to now change emotes, and it looks like you can change my emotes to be Valentine's Day stuff. I see Garbage Gamer TV just added hearts to like 3 different of my emotes, and hearts covering the eyes, which is kind of silly. So, yes, if you have Penne points saved up, it looks like this week for Valentine's Day, you can actually do some custom stuff with the emotes, which looks pretty cool. Okay. Alrighty then. What are we doing on stream today? What are we doing for the week? Alright. So today's my last consecutive streaming day of the week. Alright. What are we doing? We're starting off with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The Cell games. We are in the interim, a little bit of downtime during the Android Saga. The 9 days that Cell gave everyone to prepare for the Cell games. That's what we're working on right now. So that's going to be the start of today's stream. And, of course, we're going to get to the Cell games. Will we finish the Cell Saga today? I would hope so. But who knows how long they draw it out. If you actually watch the anime, you would know the Cell Game Saga is, like, insane. It's like a whole season. It's insane. If you actually, like, you know, watch the anime, it's supposed to be, like, 1 day. But they drag it out to be an entire season of the show. So, I guess we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll beat it. I hope we beat it. I would like to beat the Cell games today because that means we do another kind of intermission and then heading into the final saga, the Buu Saga, right? The Majin Buu Saga. And that's another convoluted one. Holy crap. That one's so long, I forget about the stages of it and what happens in between because there's so much to it. Okay. So that's the main stream today. It's going to be a chill stream. It should be fun. Hopefully you guys will stick around for it. Later tonight, it's my weekly Minecraft chill stream. And what do we have on the agenda for this week? Well, first of all, I believe Mr. Papavera is either going to send me or has already sent me the instructions for this week's stage of the mob grinder that we're going to be working on. In addition to that, we're going to see what the top contributor of last week may have up their sleeve if they have a request. And then we'll see what else I feel like doing. Quite frankly, I know that the latest update apparently has hit. I'm probably going to have to update my game because I don't think I have. But they have a big update to the Nether. Alright, the Nether now has like 3 new biomes added to the Nether. which is cool because the Nether is, you know, dangerous as shit. And every time I go there, I die and I lose all my stuff. So, eventually, I think we're going to make a trip to the Nether. Maybe what we'll do as part of today's stream is try to make preparations for a trip to the Nether. So that way, if I do end up going there and dying, I don't lose a ton of shit, you know? I should probably make a new map or something. I don't know. I got to think about it. What equipment would you need if you're going to the Nether? Another spelunking adventure to see what these new biomes are, right? So, we'll see what we do tonight. But it should be a fun time, no matter what I'm up to. It's always a fun time in my Minecraft streams, okay? All right, tomorrow I'm off. That means no streaming tomorrow, guys. In the meantime, you can head over to my YouTube channel, DSPGaming. This is where I upload all of my archives every day. So, whatever you missed out on this week, whatever you were not able to watch live, you can go get caught up on over on DSPGaming. You know, at your leisure during the course of this week, which is always nice, right? I'm sure there's many things you probably missed out on. Maybe it was the conclusion of Knights of the Old Republic yesterday, the Dark Side run. Maybe it's my ongoing Doom stream, right? Who knows? Whatever it is you missed out on. Oh, the Street Fighter stream. Dude, the Street Fighter stream this last week was great. Friday night. If you missed that, definitely go check that out. That was a good time. So, there you go. In the meantime, I'll be out and about with my wife, Kat, doing basic stuff that we need to do every week, grocery shopping, etc. You know, trying to have a good time as much as we can with no money. And then I'll be back on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we're going to continue on with all the ongoing playthroughs. It's going to be the continuation of Donkey Kong 64. Excuse me. On the main gameplay stream. And it looks like we're going to finish up World 4. In fact, I think the only things left to do in World 4 is the boss fight. And I think there's like one banana I didn't find. And I couldn't remember or I couldn't figure it out. So we'll have like one golden banana and the boss. And then we head on to World 5. Remember, the game has 7 worlds and then the finale. So, so that'll be Wednesday's main stream. Wednesday night, it'll be my weekly Pokemon Sword stream, where we try to catch them all. Every week I'm getting about advancement in about 10 Pokemon or so added to the Pokedex. So hoping for that this week, you know, see what kind of progress I can make. I know I'm in the midst of evolving certain Pokemon and downgrading or breeding certain Pokemon. So we'll see how that goes, okay? Excuse me. Okay. Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, Thursday is going to be a very special day this week for me, all right? Because, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday, I begin my 10th anniversary run in Mass Effect 2. That's right. A game that, number one, I feel is the best game in the entire Mass Effect franchise. And number two, a game that I've wanted to personally go back to for years. I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago. I was like, man, I'd like to go back and play Mass Effect 2. And I just never got around to it. You know, I put it in polls. It got nominated for viewer choice and patrons choice stuff over the years, but it never made it. And now it's the 10th anniversary of the game. It was 10 years ago that the game came out, and I played it in late January, early February of 2010. And it was an epic playthrough. I remember doing it. Keep in mind, back then I still had my office job. So basically I was balancing gameplay of it between work. And I remember every day coming home and playing it for like 2-3 hours and having good advancement and uploading the videos, doing all the side missions for all the side characters. A really great game. So I'm very excited to go back and do this again. Because number one, I want to remember the good things about Mass Effect, not the bad things. I think Andromeda left such a bad taste in all of our mouths. It'll be really good to go back and experience the good stuff about Mass Effect again, right? Number two, I'm going to be doing a Renegade run where I design a brand new character from the start. It's not going to be the Phil Shepard who I had through my original Mass Effect trilogy playthrough. It's going to be a new character I create, and it's going to be a Renegade run, you know, where I'm doing all kinds of like, you know, the negative dialogue choices and stuff to see how it affects everything. Okay. So that'll be cool. Hopefully we'll see how that turns out starting this Thursday. So for those who are longtime fans, or maybe have seen, the original playthrough, you want to see something different, that'll be a fun thing, especially coming off of just finishing Knights of the Old Republic. It'll be really neat to see how BioWare's games changed in 7 years, because it was a 7-year gap between Knights of the Old Republic 1 and Mass Effect 2. Okay? Thursday night, it's going to be Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, and it's probably going to be the conclusion. I'm starting up the final world, which is Bowser's World, the Koopa Kingdom. And I think there's 8 stages. I probably will beat that in 2 hours. So, looks like it will be the actual conclusion of Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, this coming Thursday night. And then on Friday, continuing on with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. At this point, hopefully I'll be done with the Cell games, and we'll see what's next. And then Friday night, my usual throwback stream of Street Fighter that I do once a week. And, and then continuing on with everything else. Now, there's no real major new releases till the end of the month. I am interested in doing some new stuff at the end of the month, but this is what I'm planning for the next week, okay? Now, also, by the way, look at that cool new resub animation. Very nice. I'm liking these resub animations, dude. They look really nice. Okay. Also, a few things. Please, guys, keep nominating your favorite moments for my 11 years as a content creator, because the retrospective event is going to take place not this coming weekend, but the weekend after, either Saturday or Sunday. I have not locked in the date yet, but I will soon, so you guys know exactly when it's happening. But it is happening as a marathon event that weekend, okay? So please, by all means, keep nominating stuff. Then in addition to that, the last weekend of the month, what I'm thinking it's going to be Friday. So that's going to be, I want to say Friday the 28th of February is going to be my Big Tips fundraising special marathon event. Why am I doing this event? Because I need to raise money to pay to have my taxes filed this year. Normally, this is something that I can finance over the course of the year, but because I just declared bankruptcy, because I filed for bankruptcy, my tax attorney is telling me, sadly, I have to pay him up front, which sucks. It's unexpected. I don't have the money for it. I need to raise the money for it, okay? So we're doing a special marathon event at the very end of this month, and this event is going to be a few things that people have been asking for a while, okay? First of all, I'm going to probably be playing Metal Gear Solid 1 again. Is it going to be a full playthrough? No. It's definitely going to be a 2 to 3 hours worth of the marathon will be this, if not more. All right. So I'm going to do that. In addition, there's going to be a segment where I check out Fortnite. People have been asking me to go back to Fortnite for a bit, saying the game is completely changed and different. So we're going to check it out. How long will that section be? I don't know. But that's definitely going to be a segment of this marathon. What else will be in the marathon? I don't know yet. I've gotten so many different requests. I basically have to mull it over in my head. Maybe it'll just be those 2 things. Okay? Maybe it won't be. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely those 2 things will be played during this marathon. Okay? The goal here will be to raise tips during that marathon stream, enough that I can pay my tax attorney and have him do my taxes, because if I don't, I'm screwed. Okay? So that's the deal. Hopefully it'll all come together and we'll be good. Okay? So that's coming up as well. So a lot of special stuff. We're having regular playthroughs coming up this month, special events coming up, good stuff coming up this month. All right, guys? As always, thank you for the support. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me on streams. And without further ado, let's head into the second segment of the pre-stream, the gratuitous plugs. It's all everyone's favorite section, right? So, ladies and gents, thank you very much for 11 years of support. All right? I really do appreciate it. I love the fact that every day I can share my gameplay experiences with all of you, that you come out and hang out with me. I am one of the very few people on this planet that gets to do what he loves for a living. I absolutely know that, and I'm very grateful for every moment that I get to do it. That being said, the ride certainly hasn't been without bumps. Lots of issues and changes over the years. You know, I used to be a full-time YouTuber. That did not work out, of course, when YouTube changed so much that no one like me could basically make a living doing it anymore. And so for the last 3 years, I've been a full-time streamer here on Twitch, which I absolutely love. But I now rely pretty much solely on crowdfunding from you guys during the live streams to make ends meet. And so I want to say thank you for checking out my streams, and thank you to those who contribute and go above and beyond just watching the streams, but instead contribute via various methods, which I will about to outline to keep this going. If you like the fact that I'm here 6 days a week full-time streaming for you, if you like the fact that I upload all of my archive streams over on DSPGaming on YouTube every single day, despite the fact that I pretty much get nothing out of it anymore because ad revenue has gone abysmally low over there, please consider supporting me in one of the following methods. But before I even mention one of those, okay, FYI, please understand that even though contributions are greatly appreciated and they do keep stuff going around here, they are not mandatory, nor are they expected. All right? I want people to be able to just come by and hang out and have fun with me. That's what it's all about. You know, I made YouTube videos for 2.5 years before I ever monetized a single one. And I would continue to stream even if I wasn't able to stream full time. For whatever reason, you know, I would still stream in some limited capacity because I love it so much. It has nothing to do with the fact that I make money doing it. Now, obviously, if you can contribute today, please do. That keeps everything going. I really need your support today in particular. As I've told you guys, at this point now I have 5 days left before I'm going to get paid by Twitch. I hope I get paid by Twitch this week, because what I'm thinking is I get paid on the 15th, but the 15th is Saturday. So I hope everything goes according to plan. They actually pay me on time. But, yeah, at least 5 days left before I see any money from Twitch. Problem is, all my bills have been clearing this week. So literally the only money I have is the tips that have been coming in this week. So all your tips have been paying bills, which is great. But I still have to raise enough to finish off paying my second stupid condo dues. And then I've got utility bills coming due. All right. So please consider tipping me today if you can. That's going to help me more than anything because of that. All right. But all that being said, don't feel like you absolutely have to contribute. It's not mandatory at all. I'm happy to just have people come by and hang out with me and have a good time. All right. That's what it's all about. So thank you very much to those who do contribute, but understand that don't feel pressured. Don't feel like the odd man out if you can't contribute. It's not mandatory. Fair enough? Okay. Now, let us get to the gratuitous plug segment where I talk about how you can contribute. First of all, Patreon. I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. Your monthly contributions there earn you personal perks. Thanks to anyone who gives it a look and already pledges. All the information there is there and it's self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into further detail. I have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of fun merchandise, primarily t-shirts, but there's other stuff there too. Please give that a look as well. And thanks to anyone who even considers buying anything from there. If you're here live on the stream, you probably want to contribute in a way that's going to give you a live shout-out. So if you either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel or tip me, I will give you a live thank you shout-out for that contribution. Please understand, please keep your messages in line with the rules of the stream to ensure that I will give you a shout out. If you're here and you're insulting or you're saying something derailing to the stream, I'm not going to read that. Okay. Fair enough. Good. Great. I have a Stream Stats leaderboard at the top of the screen that tracks things like top cheer and top tip. And, that's another way for you to get recognition if you are the top tipper or top cheerer of today's stream. There's also 2 other leaderboards that are integrated into Twitch that track things like top cheerers of the week as well as top sub gifters. And those updated overnight. So I'm actually going to read those out in just a moment here to make sure that you guys get credit as well. But those are pretty low simply because, those literally just updated overnight to be reset to 0. So many ways to get recognition on my streams for your contributions, guys. I've already mentioned this, but very briefly again, the best way to contribute and help me out right now is by tipping me. I really need the help with tips right now. All of your tips are going to pay bills this week. It's the only money I have. So please tip me today if you can. With 3 different levels of tip animation, one for $5, one for $10, one for $20 levels. A little bit more incentive maybe to see a fun animation when you tip. So thank you to anyone who does consider tipping. And please, if you can do, I really need the help right now. All right. So tipping, 2 ways to do it. Below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. Either way brings you to my PayPal tips page. You do not need a registered PayPal account to tip me. You can use a debit or credit card like anything else on the internet. However, that option may not seem readily available to you. If that's the case, it's probably because you're on a mobile version of the site that doesn't load it. You would need to load the full desktop version of the site in order to do that. So please, understand that. You either need to be on a computer or maybe fully load the site on your phone or whatever. Okay? Also, I will say this up front. I strongly recommend that you guys do what you can to hide your identities. All right? Reason I say that is because there are malicious people on the internet. And what they seek to do is to mess with people and to get their personal data and just basically use it to mess with them and harass them. I know it doesn't make much sense because you might say, I don't understand. Why would someone random on the internet want to get my personal information and harass me? Just because they can. There's no rationale or logic behind it because these people aren't logical. Most of these people are messed up in the head, have messed up lives, and they think it's funny to mess with people on the internet just because they can. So, please do what you can to protect yourselves, all right? In particular, if you're going to contribute to a stream today, I strongly recommend you do whatever you can to hide your identity. For example, if you're going to tip me today, you could tip as anonymous. No one would know it's you at all. Or you can make a name up completely. It has nothing to do with yourself or your social media presence, especially with all the information we've got out there today. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook. There's so much public data. You can have things like your family members, your friends, where you work, where you hang out, all there. Last thing you want is someone associating that with you and coming after you. All right? So, please do your best to hide your identity if you are going to contribute today. I'm looking out for you guys. Fair enough? All right. Now for the rules, ladies and gentlemen. My mentality on my streams is that I want people to come by and have a chill and fun time. The whole point of this is that you come by and you can kind of forget the stresses of your real life, the drama, the nonsense that's going on behind the scenes, and instead just come over here and hang out and have a good time with me. See my honest reactions to a game, have some interaction with me or other stream chatters, just have a good, relaxing, chill time, right? So, I have a few rules that we follow here on the stream that I feel are in line with that mentality and help us have a good time. The first is that I must abide by all the rules and regulations of Twitch.tv. Please understand that I can't just say and do whatever I want, okay? In addition, I am well aware that there are topics that people, when they talk about them, tend to basically argue all the time and or derail whatever the hell that they're talking about them in. Those topics are politics and religion. If we do that stuff and we make the stream all about that stuff, more than likely we're going to have a ton of arguments. We're going to have people who are disagreeing. We're going to have nastiness. That's why I don't really have politics and religion as a part of my gameplay streams. That being said, if we're playing a game that has some kind of subject matter that's political or has religious overtones, that's okay, as long as it's in line with the subject matter of the game. But I'm not going to mess around with that simply because I know that it basically tends to piss people off, okay? Now, in addition to that, I am well aware that there are people all over the internet who basically try to, on a daily basis, rip me a new one. Whether they're defaming me, they're slandering me, they're making fun of me, they're creating drama where it doesn't exist. They're basically doing clickbait garbage content in order to make money on the internet. That's why they do it, all right? They realize by riding my coattails and somehow turning whatever I'm doing into an overdramatic mess every single day, they get attention, all right? And I don't play that game, all right? I don't fuck around with that stuff. Seriously, I'm just here to have a fun gameplay stream. That's all I'm here for. That's all I've ever been here for. I'm not here for drama and nonsense, yet they love to do this, turn my life into drama. I don't give a fuck about what they did, all right? So, point of the matter is, bringing that stuff up on the stream is completely counterproductive. It derails the stream, and it gives attention to these shitheads, basically, that we don't want them to have. So please understand that this is not allowed on the stream. It's strictly against the rules to bring any of this stuff up. All right? And please understand that so that we don't have any kind of misconceptions or problems. Fair enough? All right. Let's continue, shall we? It's time for the third and final segment, guys. This is the shout-out segment. This is where I say thank you for all of your contributions on the internet. I really do appreciate them, and we give shout-outs to those who have contributed. Okay? All right. So, hold on a second here. Here we go again, my laptop. Fighting me. You wanted to use your laptop today? No, I must fight you. Please stop fighting me, laptop. All right, we start off with a shout out to Christopher Columbus, who resubscribed for 4 months. right as the stream was starting up today. Thank you, Christopher Columbus, for the support. I appreciate that. Bent Boxer actually gave a $1 tip as the stream was turning on today. He says, have you heard the song, Why Does It Have to Be Wrong or Right by Restless Heart? No. I don't think I've ever heard that song. I'm not familiar with it, but thank you for the dollar tip, Bent Boxer. Oops. Thank you for that, Bent Boxer. Mr. Bubba Vera started up the cheering today with a 50-bit cheer. Let me get him up on the leaderboard. Ooh. And he says the following. BioWare is just going to try to remake Anthem in an attempt to revive it. Personally, it sounds like they're trying to force it. I would scrap the whole project and move on to something a little more innovative. Yeah, basically what they're trying to do, they're trying to pull like a Rainbow Six Siege, or what would be another example of a game that completely flopped at launch and then they tried to redo it to make it better and people actually did go back and play. That's what they're trying to do. They're basically trying to make it so that people will play the game again, which is hilarious because it's been a year since the game came out. The game was a tremendous flop. No one liked it. It was the biggest joke of last year. Okay? Now, I think the reason they're doing this is basically because so much money was invested by EA into this game that they were like banking on this game being a hit, and the game ended up being the complete and utter opposite. And so what they're saying is we got to do something to save it. Final Fantasy 15, yeah, there you go. Final Fantasy 14. That was an MMO, if you remember, when it launched. Completely broken. Everyone hated it. And then they retooled that game from the ground up and ended up being a ginormous success in the MMO world, right? So that's like a huge success story. So that's what they're trying to do with Anthem. Redoing the game from the ground up, is it ever going to be better? I seriously doubt it. The whole thing is a co-op looter shooter. Unless they actually change it, it's not a co-op looter shooter anymore. But then why even call it Anthem? Why not just make a new game? And I think that's the point Papa Vera is saying. Why not just make a new game? We understand that Anthem flopped. It was a huge monetary loss for EA. But sometimes you got to cut your losses and move on. We know BioWare is capable of making good games, so why don't we just have them make an actual good game instead of telling them to make shit? Which is literally what happened with Anthem. They were told by EA, make a piece of shit. And they were like, well, we could do that, but understand there's a lot of other games like this. They even during the development cycle called out Destiny and said it's kind of like Destiny. And they're like, don't mention Destiny. This game is not Destiny. Like, wait a minute. But it is. It is Destiny. And, you know... There's only a certain market for Destiny. The other funny part is, even Destiny, you know, has had backlash, and Destiny 2 itself, you know, not viewed as big of a success as Destiny 1 was. So why on earth would you make a game like Destiny? You know, like, it's just like the heads at EA are just dumb fucks. So I don't know what else to say, but truth of the matter is, I don't think that Anthem is going to be good, even if it's remade. And I don't think that people are going to care that much. What I think is people want a new game. People want a new IP, a new game, or they want Mass Effect to not suck ass. You know, they want either that. Either bring back Mass Effect and make it good, or make a new IP that's going to be worth playing, not a looter shooter. Right? So, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Oh, we're remaking the game that flopped. Who cares? For me, that's like a non-entity. You know, I don't give a shit. So, I guess we'll find out what happens. Haseo X4 resale for 28 months. That was when we first saw that awesome animation earlier on the stream today. So, thank you, Haseo X, for the ongoing support. It's good to see you. Spartan King cheered. So, why is it that we can't modify the new cheer milestone emotes? I don't know. I believe you're talking about the ones that you earn by cheering a certain amount. You have milestone emotes that are rewards, correct? More than likely, the reason you can't modify those with the channel points is because they're categorized differently. That's a Twitch side thing, though. That has nothing to do with anything I can control. So I apologize for that. Obviously, I wouldn't care if you could modify them or not. But I guess that those are locked in permanently and you can't do anything with them. So sorry about that. Mr. Papavera cheered, and he says, would you do? Would you do? Would you do? All right, let's try this again. Would you do cheer and tip amounts that make you do stuff to mess with your game? So, for example, tip X amount to make myself die, or start a level over, or, ow. My leg just cracked really loud. It hurt. Ow. Or a big amount, make you have to start the whole game from the beginning. I've seen that done for certain types of games. It's meant to torture the streamer, but it's fun to mess with them. Probably not. And the reason being, if I do, all right, let me put it this way. If I'm already doing a special event, okay, today's a one-off event, an interactive event, where you can mess with me with contributions or whatever. Okay. If it's a special event laid out for that, then I would probably consider it. Where the hell's my cord? Here it is. I'm trying to plug in my phone. I can't find my cord. But during a normal playthrough, fuck no. Like, I'm trying to put out an entertaining stream. I'm trying to have progress in a game. And you know what would happen. Someone trolls or whatever to make us redo stuff or be otherwise be annoying. That's not going to fly for a chill stream that we're trying to make progress and have a good time in, right? But for a special event or something, right? That's different, I guess. So I guess we'll see. Okay. Jack Spartacus tipped me $1. Thank you, Jack Spartacus, for $1 tip. I appreciate that and good to see you. There we go. Kakaraka Dalrock tipped me $1. He says, are you a fan of any of the blue collar guys like Larry the Cable Guy, Ron White, Bill Engvall, Jeff Foxworthy? What's the end of comedians did you grow up watching? None. I never really watched stand-up comedy. The few things that I've seen some Jerry Seinfeld, some Chris Rock. I think I saw some of the early Adam Sandler stuff from the 90s. But I've never really seen too much stand-up comedy. No, I haven't seen too much at all. So, not a huge fan of that stuff. No, I've not really seen any of it. So, thank you for the $1 tip. All right, Mr. Papavera cheered again. He says, about that Nether update in Minecraft, you're probably going to have to wait a while. Java only just got the beta snapshot. And Bedrock, which is the version that I play, the version on consoles, won't get the experimental beta yet. And you have to go on your own menu to turn it into experimental mode to do it. The official release for Bedrock won't come out for an even longer because they want to get Bedrock caught up with Java and do some bug and performance fixes first. So, what it sounds to me like is even though we can maybe prepare for a trip to the Nether eventually, that we're not going to really be there for a while because there's nothing new changing there for a long time, right? So, well, there you go. That sucks. Takes too long. All right. Thank you for that update, Mr. Papavera. Ben Boxer tipped me $1. The reason I asked about that song earlier, I fell asleep during last night's stream. When I woke up, you had already signed off. This song was playing. I didn't know if it was you or not. This isn't the first time I've heard other songs and troll songs on pre-stream. No, that wasn't me. What it sounds to me, well, first of all, if you woke up and my stream was still playing, that makes no sense because my stream doesn't run 24/7. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how you could have fallen asleep during a stream, woke up, and that was playing because unless it was during a break. If that's the case, here's the thing. My music that I play during breaks and on the pre-stream is a YouTube playlist. It's my playlist of the most, popular or most famous remixes of stuff that people have done for me on YouTube. But YouTube playlists are glitched. They're innately glitched. They have this issue where every once in a while, it'll leave the playlist for absolutely no reason and just play something completely random. And this has happened a few times to me where I'm on break and I play the songs and I leave, I come back and it's playing random shit. Or people will be like, yeah, I played a random song that I went back to your playlist. Like, what? Why? I don't even understand how that happens. But it's because basically YouTube is coded terribly because they're awful at what they do. I don't even know what else to say. Okay? I've also noticed, this happened the other day, so I'm running the music during the break, I come back, YouTube paused it, and the pop-up came up, oh, are you sure you want to keep watching? Yes, fuckhead. This isn't fucking Netflix. You don't have to ask me every 5 minutes if I want to keep watching a video. But apparently YouTube randomly does that now too. So, there you go. Alfred Aponte gifted a sub to I Am Razor, 4-month resub. Thank you, Alfred Aponte, for the support. I appreciate that. Enjoy I Am Razor and be sure to thank him. Chunky Jack did a 100-bit cheer. That is actually the top cheer of the day. And he says, hey, dude, what's going on, Chunky Jack? Let's get you up on the leaderboard there. Chunky Jack 301. Thank you for the cheer. Let's see here. Snorlax tipped me $1. And he says, I'm wondering why you don't specifically mention Twitch Prime during your plug segment. Excuse me. It's free and may remind those that forget to sub or resub for the first time. Also, thoughts on the XFL resurgence. You know, I don't mention it just because everyone kind of knows it exists. There's no reason for me to constantly remind people of something that everyone knows is there. Twitch Prime is a thing that's completely separate from streaming. It's a service that you buy once a year, and then you get free shipping from Amazon all year long. You also get access to Amazon video content, which is a ton of free movies and TV shows and a bunch of original content as well. And then tied in with all that, you get one free Twitch Prime subscription on Twitch a month. All right. So, yeah, it's cool that you get that. And thank you to anyone who uses that. For me, that's pretty awesome that people use their Prime subscription for me and my channel to support me. But I don't shove it down people's throats only because people know it exists. And I don't think there'd be much positive benefit. You know, what am I going to get? A couple extra people a month who sub because I remind them they have a Twitch Prime sub. I used to bring it up every once in a while and really didn't see the need to keep doing it. That's why. XFL, I really don't care about. I don't follow the regular NFL, so I really don't care about the XFL. So there you go. The Donald to me $2.30 asking if I've seen the Down That Rabbit Hole documentary. No. At this point, first of all, I believe that documentary is pretty outdated. Like, isn't it like 3 or 4 years old? I think it's pretty old. I could be wrong, but I swear it's at least a few years old. But no, I've never seen it. I don't watch that stuff. Thank you for the tip. Okay. Butterfly Skull tipped me $1 and says, will you go to prom with me? No, I will not. But thanks for asking. And thank you for the $1 tip. Spartan King cheered. He said, Resident Evil 3 is on sale for $49 for pre-order on Amazon right now if you haven't already pre-ordered it. Well, there you go, everybody. Give it a look. Akio Artorius cheered and said, wasn't there a Pokemon stream where the chat controlled all the movements or something that turned out successful? Are you talking about Twitch Plays Pokemon? Yeah. What would happen is basically there were commands you could use in the chat that if you would spam a command during a certain time frame, and basically what would happen is it would control the game. So for example, use this Pokemon or stuff like that, and then it would poll the amount of people who said that, and the thing that won the poll, that would be what the game would actually do. I'm sure it probably still exists. Yeah, right? I'm sure they probably did it with other games, and I'm sure it still exists, but you know, I don't know. Obviously that's an idea, right, of something that could be done. That's a little different than what I do. For sure. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Okay. Medrius 2020 has subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you very much, Medrius 2020. If you didn't notice, there was a special Twitch Prime animation that actually played on the channel when you did that. So thank you very much for that sub, Medrius. Pringer XYZ tipped me $1. Says, Ahmad banned me last year for saying something not nice, I guess. Can you unban me? I swear I'm not a troll. My account is not new like what trolls who create fake accounts actually do. Oh my god. First of all, this is hilarious. Let's see if this is actually this guy's real name. Oh shit. Yeah, he was banned a while ago. Yeah, because this guy, he blatantly outright insulted me in April of last year. This guy was banned in April of 2018. He literally just came to the channel Yeah, he came to the channel and all he did was insult me constantly. I'm actually reading his chat history. Everything he said was an insult. And in reality, I didn't even immediately ban him. It looks like he actually hung around for a little bit, constantly insulting me, and then finally just got banned. And this was April of 2018. Oh my God. Well, Pringer, I think you may have a small problem here. The fact is that I have chat logs of you, and the chat logs aren't very flattering. So I recommend that you make a new account and you start over. All right? Thanks for the dollar tip. All right. Snow Carl tipped me $1. And no, I'm not making up with Third Eye. And by the way, you're probably Third Eye. But no, I'm not making up with him. He had more than enough chances. He knew exactly what was going on. He, built up over the course of the past month a bunch of negative things he would constantly say in stream chat. He would derail the streams with stupid suggestions and dumb shit. And finally, yesterday, he talked shit and got his ass kicked out, and he's done. So, fuck him. Okay. So, let's give shout-outs to the top cheering contributors of the week. Not many, considering the fact that it just reset. So, Accio Artorias is in 4th place. Spartan King and Junkie Jack are tied for 2nd. And Mr. Papavera are in 1st. Thank you guys for cheering this morning. I appreciate it. And, of course, Alfred Aponte is the first sub gifter of the week. He gifted that sub to I Am Razor earlier. So, thank you very much, Alfred Aponte, for the sub gift. All right. Guess what? That's it. We're done. Let's end the pre-stream. And let's get... Oh, hold on a second. PW Dubs is here. And he took me $1.30. He said, someone just mentioned prom. Can you tell me your experience of being at prom? I never went to prom. At all. I did not go. I told you, I wasn't in with the cool kids in high school. We really didn't give a fuck about that kind of stuff. We were doing our own thing. We were having our own fun. And didn't care about all the stupid, accepted, dramatic horse shit of high school. So, didn't go to prom. Hidden his back to me, cheered. He said, hey, DSP, what are your thoughts on Dr. Disrespect hitting 4 billion followers? I don't give a fuck. I don't care if he hits 4 zillion followers. All right? By the way, I doubt he hit 4 billion followers. I don't think anyone, even on YouTube, isn't the highest like a certain amount of million? How you hit 1 billion followers? 4 billion. Isn't that like the population of Earth? Every person on Earth is following Dr. Disrespect. Well, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? Zebra has resubscribed for 38 months in a row. All right? And if you didn't notice, that was a really cool animation. It showed the rose gold crown, which is the longest level of crown that we have, I believe, in his resub animation. So thank you very much, Zebra, not only for the long amount of support, but I hope you enjoyed that new custom animation for the resub level. Okay? Pretty nice. Junior Mid at 100-bit cheer said, did you have a girlfriend in high school? At one point, yes. Okay. Well, Pringer tipped me another $1. He says, oh, I don't know how long the chat log goes. I swear that everything I wrote was not negative. Well, Pringer, I just went back and the 10 to 15 messages that were the last things you said in 2018 were all negative. As I said, if you want to come back, I recommend you just make a new account. You start over. I'm not bringing you back on that account. Okay. All right, this is funny. Someone's making fun of Donald Trump. They tipped me $2.70. Their name is The Donald, okay? Listen to this. This is something that I will never do. But, well, the first part, well, let me read it. He says, successful businessman to successful businessman. Let's just say there's nothing wrong with declaring bankruptcy. I had 2 casinos go bankrupt. Look at me now. Also, set up a charity like I did, and you can write off all your taxes. All right, I'm definitely not doing anything charity. As I've said, anything that I do is not considered charity. If you donate, it is not charity. It is tipping. Different. Categorized differently. It's a different kind of income. I pay taxes on it very differently than charitable donations. Okay, that's not how this is. I guess a lot of people have issue with the way Donald Trump has handled himself over the years. I'm not here to speak either way because I don't know the ins and outs of it, nor am I a businessman, nor in that regard. Nor am I going to talk politically. But I do thank you for the tip, the Donald. Junior Mint shoot again. And no, I'm not unbanning Third Eye the Third, but thank you for the cheer. Or Knight says resale for 7 months. He says, if I had a free Twitch Prime so you can have it. Oh, hi, I had a free Twitch Prime so you can have it. You're welcome. Thank you, Or Knights, for 7 months of subscribing. Now, here's the question, because I missed it. This is what I wanted to see. So, Or Knights just resubscribed with Twitch Prime, but he's also a 7-month sub. What animation did it play for him? Did it play the Twitch Prime animation? Or did it play... Oh, here it is. It played the Twitch Prime animation. Look at that. Interesting. See, I don't know the rules when it comes to Streamlabs to figure out what has priority. Like, it played the Twitch Prime, which is great, but why did it play the Twitch Prime and not the 6-month sub animation? See what I mean? I don't know. Because I have them both set up. So I don't know why it played one and not the other. And there's no way to actually tell. Weird. Prime will take precedence over length. How do you know that, Combat? Why? Why would it do that? I guess I'm okay with that. Except it's kind of a bummer because let's say someone uses Twitch Prime to subscribe to me every single month. What if they hit like a giant anniversary and they want to see the crown? They can't see it. Instead, it's just going to say Twitch Prime forever. Well, a moronic tractor tipped me $1 and says something about a piss jar. He says, my piss jar is full, but I need to leave the basement. What do I do? I don't want to leave the basement. I don't know. Thanks for the $1 tip. Gerard Crow, I cannot stretch the fan art. The way it works on OBS, which is what I use, if you stretch any art, it stretches all the art. You can't just stretch particular pieces of art to fit. If I did that, the entire pre-stream running would stretch out and not fit. So what we need is for those pieces of fan art that don't fit, have the people redesign them so they fit. Okay? I can't manually do it. If I do it, it skews everything. It's not that big of a deal anyway. Okay, Combat says, wait, maybe if you reorder the way the animations are rule marked, it might switch around. I don't know how you set it up on your end. I don't even know how to change order. I was looking, and it didn't really say anything about, like, priority of order. You know, I didn't see a way to reorganize it in Streamlabs. Maybe it is there. You know, this is all new to me. I'm just messing with it for the first time, but I didn't see anything like that. So. Okay. All right, guys. So, that's it. Let's end the pre-stream. I just got to take a quick leak today. And once I take a leak, then we will begin with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the Cell games. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the fun animations today. Oh, Alvin Aponte just sent me $1.33. He says, hype with the tips animation. Thanks for the love. Your tipper crew with PW Dubs, Rob, me, and others. Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you, Alfred. Reminder, we have a $5 tip animation. And that'll go all the way between $5 up to $9.99. We have a $10 tip animation. That'll play from a $10 tip all the way up to $19.99. And then we have a $20 animation, which is basically 20 plus. So we have 3 tip animations. I'd definitely like to see the new one today, the $10 one. If anyone is going to tip that amount, FYI, there's a new tips animation that's going to come up today that I'd like to see how that pans out. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much. Very quick break to use the restroom. And then time for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll be back in just a moment. See you then.